Howdy, y'all, for a Saturday doubleheader for MLB's Game of the Week and also the Comets baseball game. First, welcome to Cleveland, Ohio, as we're at Progressive Field, home of the Cleveland Guardians, ready to take the field. And they're ready to face the Cincinnati Reds on MLB's Game of the Week. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Dino Voiles. Boot Shambi and John Singleton will have the call for the game, and it's going to be a very good game here today. The Cleveland Guardians are coming off a win against the Detroit Tigers back in May. We'll see what kind of effort they're going to do here in this contest. Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Reds, they have something to prove. After a struggling year last year, can they get back into the win column? We'll have to wait and see. It's Guardians. It's the Reds. Enjoy the game. We'll see you for Comets game.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Tanner Bybee. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
This one popped up. Dunks one into left. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that will make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Elly De La Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
That one
ball,
way inside.
2 strikes.
Righty delivers. On the ground, could be 2. Terocchio at second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Batting third, second baseman, Matt McLean.
Now, Matt McLean. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. Man at first, 1 away. Ball 1 there. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Tyler Stevenson. That one's in there, 0-1. De La Cruz off of first with 2 away. Just missed.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Throw over to first. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. Reds go down quietly. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And starting in this one, Hunter Green. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Steven Kwan leading things off and takes a strike. Green, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. That one misses. Ball 2. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1
Runner
strike.
at first with no outs here. On the ground, 2 ball. Acrobatic throw for 1. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Right through there for a strike. And ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Stevenson to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Cleveland, here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson, in his 5th season, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. Bybee back to work. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pick.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
That one not close. And it's 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fly ball to right. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting fifth,
And now
right
Jake
fielder,
Fraley.
Jake Fraley.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That's to third. Slings it across, and there's 2 down. So digging in, Spencer Steer. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Santana.
And there's a ball. And another ball.
Ball 2.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Off the mark there, and that's ball 3. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled on to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Lane.
Here's Lane Thomas. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
2 balls,
Really had
no
some
strike.
run and finished little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So in now for Cleveland, Angel
Martinez.
And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
0-1. Ground ball right side. Gets it to first. He's out.
Batting 7th, right fielder, Will Brennan.
Will Brennan now at the plate. Just missed. Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off. He was late. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Right at third. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. That one fouled off. 2-2. 2 outs with a runner at third. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jeimer Candelario. First pitch misses. Just missed.
Well, you just got to tip your cap on that take right there. I mean, that's not the location you're hoping for and looking to do damage in a 2-0 count.
Swing and a miss. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat. And the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Gavin Lux in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And that is out of play. Ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Santana. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Austin Hayes.
And now it's Austin Hayes. And the first pitch misses for ball one. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there, going, gone. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
And that one fouled off. There's a line drive to left field. And it looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
So runner at second, 2 down. Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. Zips it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. One for the Reds on the homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now at Progressive Field, set for the bottom of the third. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's a little bit high.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch misses. And now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground. And it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Right through there for a strike.
Ball, that's up there.
Swinging a foul straight back. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. And delivers outside. And there's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Popped up. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
So now here's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. He's 0 for 1. And that's a little bit high, and that's ball 1. That one missed. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the 3rd. Upstairs. Jose Ramirez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive. It gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 so far. There's a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
0-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Rocchio, the lead runner at second. Manzardo on at first with 2 down. Just off the inside edge.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one upstairs.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And that one is inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Carlos Santana in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Fraley raging back towards the wall. Drops into the glove, and that's the inning. 2 left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Reds 1 and the Guardians nothing. Start of the fourth. In now for the Reds, Matt McLean.
Matt McLean.
Clips the corner, and that's strike one.
0-1.
And that skips in the dirt. That misses, and a count 2-1. Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one close, ruled a ball. And now it's 3-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Three-two. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter, that's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam! Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All now fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Next for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley. Grounded out his first time. That's too low. And that is ball one. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Check swing on a 1-0. Appeal to third. And no swing, says James Kingsley. That one missed. Now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That pitch gets the inside corner. And that is strike one. Draws the walk there.
Ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the outside corner with that one. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Reds leave one, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, center fielder Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. He reached out a walk his first time. And that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And ball one.
1-1.
And that's too high. Swings and misses. 2-2.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Angel Martinez will hit next. There's the strike at the knees. It did the event really well.
2-0.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Brennan tracks it down for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And first offering is fouled off. Lux measures 6 feet 2 inches, 27 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. And it's even up.
Outside.
Fastball is outside. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now here is Austin Hayes. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 2-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
TJ Friedel getting ready to hit. That one outside, and that's ball one. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one misses up and in. Now 2-0. Bybee. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
You know, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. Green back to work. On the ground to third. Jump throw across his body, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Now that is
I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Naylor takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. The Guardians yet to pick up a hit here. Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
So up next, Brian Rocchio worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. That missed by a lot. 2-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Naylor, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 2 down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. And instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Action in the pen down there. Tony Santillan up and throwing for Terry Francona. Suter also getting ready. Two on, 2 outs. And that's fouled off. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-2. First and second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
could get there. It falls in. One runs in. Headed for the plate. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. So 5 innings in the books now with the no-hitter officially over. It's the Reds 2 and the Guardians 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Elly De La Cruz. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Right through there, got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
McLean, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, catcher Tyler Stevenson.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Tyler Stevenson. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Paul Sewald up and loosening in the pen. Herron, the power lefty, up as well. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That one just misses. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Nothing across here this half. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Reds 2 and the Guardians 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tony Santillan.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Ramirez stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Taylor Rogers up and throwing for Terry Francona. Pagan, the right-hander, also getting loose. That one missing inside. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first, and Ramirez is set down.
Fastball grooved right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. Infield shifted to the pull side. So a man aboard now with one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here comes Lane Thomas. He is struck out and he is walked. And a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking. These days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Martinez swings through it for strike one. Here's your one. And a breaking ball misses outside. Two on, one out. And that one fouled off. And that's outside. High fly ball out towards left center. Hayes sizes this one up, squeezes it, and there's two down.
Now batting, right fielder,
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Tony Santillan departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So a new
Cincinnati.
arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Taylor Rogers.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
0-1.
And that one is inside ball one. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Well, one-run game, and now the right fielder, Jake Fraley.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swinging a foul straight back.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
And another ball. One down, base is empty. Finds its way through, base hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Jamer Candelario now at the plate. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Out in front and foul to the left side. Steer leads off first with 1 away. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Oh, he botches it. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Gavin Lux.
And now it's Gavin Lux. That one misses. Ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And look out. As that one ran in and got him.
Now batting.
And now
left fielder,
Austin Hayes. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
There's a strike. First and second, 2 down. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Rips one to right. And that's a fair ball. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. Pitch misses there. 1-0. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. That one ripped. Fair ball. 1 runs in. Hayes coming around third. And he's out. Bucked down, and that ends the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Reds 4 and the Guardians 1. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the 7th. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, hauls it in for the out.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
And there's a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Next offering is downstairs. And that's in the dirt. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 2-2. Rolled over to third. Candelario throws to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching
Welcome
for the
back,
Guardians.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Paul
34.
Seymour.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 3 in this one. Seawald, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 10th-round pick back in 2012.
Well, these Reds, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
The 1-1. That's down and in. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. And it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
McLean in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Andrew Walters appears to be getting loose. Sobrowski also throwing. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just missed. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
The count 2-1. High fly ball out towards left field. Kwan moving back. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, catcher.
And here's the catcher,
Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That clips the corner. And that one pulled foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw on to Santana. And that will end the inning. Nobody left for Cincinnati, but they lead it 4-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Emilio Pagan. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Alexis Diaz up and throwing for Terry Francona. And that's outside.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. And that just misses.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Ground ball right side, and foul ball. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Manzardo on at first, nobody out. Slow ground ball to the right side. McLean. The throw to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Carlos Santana digs in now. 1 for 3.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
First pitch just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And another ball.
Outside.
And now 2-1. Runner at second here, one gone. Check swing, called strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Just off the outside part of the plate.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
There's Lane Thomas now.
Thomas.
Check swing. Went around. Strike 1.
0-1.
Tying run at the plate. And fouled off. The next offering misses. And the count 1-2. And there's a ball.
Outside.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 2 away.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Emilio Pagan is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Alexis Diaz.
Now pitching for Cincinnati. Number 43. Alexis Diaz.
Angel Martinez will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Swung on, belted. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Nice work from the Cincinnati pen there. Through 8 full, it's the Reds 4 and the Guardians 1.
Now pitching
We're
for the
back.
Guardians.
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
62.
Eric Sabrowski.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley.
Jake Fraley.
That clips the zone. Strike one. That one is absolutely belted. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around first, digging for two. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. First pitch misses. On the ground, right side. Santana steps on first for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
At the plate, Jeimer Candelario. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Right down to shoot. 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He gets to the bag in time, and they do get the out.
Well, there it is, a little old school manufacturing of a run after that double. Ground out to get him over, and another ground out to get him in. Nice job to get that RBI.
2 outs, base is empty. Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Reds.
Back-to-back sliders, now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And the batter now, Austin Hayes. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Lux, the runner at first with 2 gone. Line drive, and he boots it. Still fires to first, and that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Reds 5 and the Guardians 1. Bottom of the 9. Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan.
Will Brennan.
And first offering is fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. Out to short. Tosses to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, catcher, Bo Naylor.
He's 2 outs away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss. The Reds leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's inside.
Ball 2.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
One out, runner at second. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
One out and a runner at second. That misses off the outside edge. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-2. Next to hit, Stephen Kwan.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do.
Late swing, foul to the left. 1 run across in the frame so far. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Ball 1 there. Pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Good eye right there. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. This one in the air, center field. Friedel sizing this one up. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Kyle Manzardo.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Alexis Diaz done for the afternoon. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for Cincinnati.
Sam Mole on to pitch here.
Number 50, Sam Mole.
Last out for the Guardians in this one. And here is Kyle Manzardo. In there for strike one.
0-1.
Rocchio leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
I got a ball, 1
In
strike.
the dirt. Two outs. To third. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn. On the ground, right side, down the line, and it's foul. The tying run at the plate. Out to short, De La Cruz. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit, because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Well, that was an exciting MLB's Game of the Week. 5-9-0 for the Reds. They left 5 runners on base. 2-7-0-10 runners left on base for the Guardians. What a game you saw there. I did take a screenshot, so I will tell you. So I will probably post it on video in just a second. Winning pitcher was Hunter Green. Tanner Bibby the loss. Sam Mole picked up the save in the contest here today. So congrats to And now game 2 of our doubleheader continues as we get set for Comets and the Reno Aces. Comets are 39-22, Reno 28-33. On a beautiful sunny day here in Oklahoma City, as you look at the stats, you also see the lineup and also the pitcher.
Hello, baseball fans. Welcome into this one. Time for some AAA baseball in the Pacific Coast League. It's the Reno Aces and the Oklahoma City Comets. First pitch coming your way next.
Yippers. I'm Dean Voles here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark.
All right,
Producer and engineer, the YouTuber back at our 1340 studios.
Opposing batters have struggled against him this year, batting under 200. Think about this. From the start of the wild card era in 1995 through 2020,
Here at Hampton, 289 average, 4 homers and 20 RBIs as we start game 2 of our doubleheader.
Only 5 of those seasons.
Ryan's first pitch of the evening is a bunt, and it's fouled away. We start at 7:05. Or 6:05, I'm sorry. So we're underway on time. That's fouled away. All the rain has went through Oklahoma last night. We're already set. It is 71 degrees, clear skies. A lot cooler today than what we've been dealing with. Winds blowing from left to right at 5 miles an hour. Larry Bollard is the home plate umpire. First base umpire James Kingley. Second base umpire Gary Simmons. And Patrick Johnson, the third base umpire. Inside ball 1. Just underway, top of the first.
That one not
inside ball 2.
Counts even at 2. Spoils the 2-strike offering. Another coming up.
Comets win. They will tie up or take the win in this series. It's the first and only meeting here in Oklahoma City between the two teams. Reno wins. We could end up having either a series win or a series split. Tommy Troy on deck. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch for Ryan. There's a ground ball. Bodie is under it. Throws the ward out first for the first out to begin tonight's game.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Tommy Troy.
Tommy Troy up.
And now,
4 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs.
Troy goes 5'9", hitting second in the lineup, a former first rounder in 2023.
Ryan's first pitch. That's fouled away.
1 out and the base is empty.
Nobody aboard, 1 away here on the top of the first.
Ground ball to first.
Breaks his bat. Ward's under it. He'll tag him
Put the tag on him
for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 6, Ildemaro.
Ildemaro Vargas up, 278 average, 2 homers and 12 RBIs.
On fire at the dish lately.
Batting left.
5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Ryan's first pitch.
Just off the outside.
Side ball 1. 1 for 4 with a single last night for Vargas. Inside ball 2.
Certainly looks like the pitcher's trying to establish the inside part of the plate. These hitters will
Comets in their home whites tonight. Comets across the front in blue scripted letters with a shooting Comet underneath it. As DePaula is going to catch it, makes the catch in the inning. Red numbers on the front left, blue numbers on the back, white pants, blue hats and brims with the OKC in diagonal letters with a shooting baseball Comet through the letter K. So 1, 2, 3 go Reno.
Welcome back. Our
Connor Grams.
Connor Gramis. You can see from the numbers that he's done a good job.
6 start, 1-3 record, 3.33 earned run average, and the rest of his stats.
It's not all about the strikeouts when you do that. You have to move your pitches around, mix speeds, and keep hitters off balance. He'll do well if he can execute like that in this one. Bottom of the first. Here's the center.
Jose DePaula, 273 average, 9 homers, 21 RBIs. batting left. Rams first pitch, swing and a miss, down low in the dirt for strike one. Oh, 1. The next pitch.
High fly.
That's pop-up. Vukovic is under it, will make the catch, and there's one away in the bottom of the first. The defense for the Comets from left to right goes Chris Oline, Josue De Paula, and Nick Bibinson. Third baseman David Bodie, shortstop Jordan Thompson. Second baseman is Aaron Broncho. First base Ryan Ward. The catcher Joe Hudson. The defense for the Aces go left to right. Vukovic made the catch. Alec Thomas and Christian Robertson. Third baseman is Ildemar Vargas. Garrett Hampson, the shortstop. Second baseman Jesus Valdez. First baseman Ivan Melendez, and the catcher Rene Pinto.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jordan.
Now it's the shortstop, Jordan Thompson.
Jordan Thompson, 293 average, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Here's a fly ball to left field. Vukovic under it will make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the third baseman, David Bodie.
Reno in their gray jerseys.
Now at the plate.
David Bodie, 266 average, 7 homers, 21 RBIs, batting right. First pitch for Rams, up for a strike. So Reno in their gray jerseys tonight. As you see, David Bodie was 1 for 4 with a single. Reno across the front in navy script letters with a red diamond inside the letter R.
That curveball was way high.
Red numbers on the front, navy numbers on the back. Gray pants, white stripe. Navy hats, red brims. And here's a fly ball to deep left field, heading foul, and it will get out. They'll have one more meeting. That'll be at Greater Nevada Field, home of the Reno Aces. Another hitter-friendly environment. That's outside for ball 2. Pitch.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Two outs and nobody aboard. Ground ball, right side, Valdez.
Valdez under it over the first. 1, 2, 3 for the... Yep. 1, 2, 3 go to comments. We go to the second. I'm going to go ahead and shut up the announcer so you don't have to hear his annoying commentary. You're welcome, so you can hear my voice. Ivan Melendez, Alec Thomas, and Rene Pinto due up.
Leading it off, the first
Ivan Melendez, 239 average, 8 homers, 41 RBIs, batting right. I'll have the announcers back on when we do MLB's Game of the Week, but I'll have it turned off so I can commentate. Ryan's first pitch. That is called for a strike. 0 for 3 last night with a strikeout from Melendez. Next pitch for Ryan. That's a ground ball up to center field for a base hit. So the Aces have their first hit of the night.
That was it. The center fielder, number 5, Alec Thomas.
Alec Thomas is up. First pitch for Ryan. Ground ball to center field. That's another base hit. Didn't even get to go over Alec Thomas's stats, but I'll do it right now. 256 average. 3 homers, 7 RBIs. So back-to-back singles for the Aces, which will bring up Rene Pinto. Rene Pinto is up.
The catcher, Rene Pinto.
Take a look at the replay of the hit. So already the Aces have gotten 2 hits already. And Rene Pinto fouls it away for strike 1. 277 average, 2 homers, 24 RBIs for Pinto. He's batting right. Nobody out here in the second in a scoreless game. Here in game 2, Reds beat the Guardians 5-2. That's a wild pitch, and that's going to force the runners to advance. So they will both advance on a wild pitch. And now runners in scoring positions. You look at the replay here. It goes down in the dirt. Bounced off Hudson's shoe, his right shoe, and goes all the way right near the fans. Thankfully, Hudson didn't have any issues trying to catch it. 1-1. Called for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Ryan's next pitch. Fouled away. Since the sun's out, I'm going to turn off my lights. And there's a line drive to right field. That's going to be a base hit. 1 run is scored. Here comes another run. It's a 2 RBI single for Rene Pinto. The Aces lead at 2-0. And here comes the dangerous hitter of A.J. Vukovic. So Reno trying to respond after losing last night's game. And here is the aforementioned A.J. Vukovic on batting to that number, average 4 homers, 12 RBIs, batting right. I didn't want to say that second part or that other part of the number, but you saw what I mean. He's on 200 in that number. 11th, number 11 prospect for the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's the AAA affiliate for the Reno Aces. Comets are the Dodgers affiliate, so this is like a National League West Division, as that's called for a strike. Comets in their first year as the Oklahoma City, in their first year as the Comets. Of course, they have been with the Dodgers organization for now over a decade, as that's called for strike 3 for the first out of the second. Now Christian Robertson is up. First pitch. Fouled away. Robertson batting .245, 5 homers, 16 RBIs. He's batting right. Next pitch for Ryan is called for a strike. 2-0 Aces here in the second. Right now they got a runner at first with only 1 out. That's outside. If the Aces find a way to win this, I would be surprised. That's popped up. DePaula is going to be under it. A couple of steps forward will make the catch for the second out.
Batting up, the second baseman, Jesus Valdez.
Jesus Valdez is up. 277 average, 6 homers, 18 RBIs. He's batting right.
That's the ball.
That's ball 1 on the first pitch. This pitch is fouled away. Five runs, 9 hits, no errors, as that's called for a strike. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and 5 runners left on base for the Cincinnati Reds in by the way, game 1 of our doubleheader. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 10 runners left on for the Guardians, as that's ball 3. Garrett Hampson on deck. Hunter Green got the win, Tanner Bibby the loss, as that's fouled away. Sam Bull got the save. That game was done just before we came on get ready for game 2 of our doubleheader. Guardians fall to 1-1 on the season. Cincinnati Reds get their first win on our game of the week. That's called for a strike to end the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left for the Aces. We go to the bottom of the second. Comets are now down 2-0.
Leading off, the first
211 average, 8 homers, 29 RBIs for Ryan Ward. He's batting left. Called for a strike. Fouled away. It's fouled away. Another foul ball.
Strike.
3-2 to count. Broncho on deck. Next game for the Reds, August 2nd against St. Louis. That's strike 3, swing and a miss, 1 away in the second.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Aaron Broncho.
Now we'll bring up Aaron Broncho. Real life Los Angeles Dodgers losing to the St. Louis Cardinals as they lose the series 2-1. That's called for a strike.
1 strike.
Ben Kasparius got the loss. Winning pitcher went to Heasley for the Cardinals. Burleson and Arenado had RBIs for St. Louis in the real life.
Batting sixth, the designated
That's strike 3 for the second out. Armando Alvarez between OKC and St. Paul, 168 average. 5 homers, 16 RBIs, batting right. First pitch.
No, that's a ball.
Inside ball 1. Only run for the Dodgers in real life was Shohei Ohtani. Now it's probably on a walk, as that's called for a strike. No RBIs for the Dodgers in that contest. They will wrap up their series with St. Louis tomorrow. We'll talk about their game in mock life in our mock series we're doing. As here's a fly ball to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit as it's St. Bear go all the way to the wall. Alvarez will stop at second, and he's got himself a double just like that. Dodgers left 12 runners on base. Cardinals left 10. Dodgers and Cardinals wrap up their series tomorrow. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. McGreevery for the Cardinals at Busch Stadium. The ballpark I've been to is Nick Bibison with Oklahoma City. 267 average, 3 homers, 7 RBIs, batting right in the games with Oklahoma City this season. That's fouled away. Don't know when Alex Freeland will be back as far as himself is concerned.
Ball. Hot.
As here's a fly ball to left field. Center fielder Alec Thomas is under it. Will make the catch to end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the third. Reno leads it 2-0.
Leading off,
It's Garrett Hampson.
Garrett
Ground out his first time up, batting right. Ryan goes back on the mound. There's a fly ball to right field. Bevenson's under it. He'll make the catch in foul territory for the first out of the third.
Designated hitter Tommy Troy.
Now bring up Tommy Troy. Ground out his first time up. Series finale tomorrow, 2:05 Central Time. We'll have our Tuesday starters. Live coverage begins at 1:50.
No strike.
Yeah, it's a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch for Ryan. There's a fly ball to right field. Bivitson is going to be under it. He'll make the catch for the second out.
The third baseman, number 6, Ildemaro Vargas.
Ildemaro Vargas is up. And Nolan Arenado walked it off with a ground roll RBI double for the Cardinals in the win against the Dodgers. Next pitch is calling for a strike. That's in the real life. And Vargas flew out his first time up. Dodgers will head to San Diego tomorrow. After tomorrow's series finale, they'll play the Padres. Shohei Ohtani will be doing his warm-up, swinging him at strike 3 to end the third. Nothing for the Aces there as we go to the bottom of the inning. They still lead 2-0 over Oklahoma City.
Leading off, the catcher.
Joe Hudson, 242 average, 2 homers, 12 RBIs. Batting right. First pitch. Inside ball 1 for Graham.
That's off the plate.
It's offside. It's called for a strike. 2-1, that's fouled away. Now it's even at 2 apiece.
Handful.
Fouled away. Or nope, flew out, and the left fielder got it to make the catch.
Batting up, the left fielder, Chris Aline.
Chris Aline, 205 average, 6 homers, 13 RBIs. Since being called up to Oklahoma City. That's ball 1. That was high, almost hit him.
That's a ball.
Yep, that's the ball.
No strike.
That's ball 3. Josue De Paula on deck. That's called for a strike. Three, 2 to count. That's a fly ball to center field. That'll be caught for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Josue De Paula.
Bring up Josue De Paula. That's ball 1. 0 for 4 last night. Flew out his first time up. Caught now in the inning. Nothing for the Comets. Go to the 4th. 2-0 Reno. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Aces. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Comets. Indianapolis here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Ivan Melendez is up. Indianapolis here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Producer and engineer, the YouTuber back in our 1340 studios. That's fouled away.
No, that's a ball. 1-1. Two.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 away here in the 4th.
The center fielder, number 5, Alec Thomas.
Now bring up Alec Thomas. First pitch. Called for a strike. Singled his first time up. Hello to everybody tuning into the broadcast. If you just joined us, fouled away. There's a line drive deep right field. You can forget it. It is gone. It is a solo shot for Alec Thomas to right field, his 4th on the year, and it's 3-0 Aces. I mean, he blasted that ball to right field. No doubt in the world. It was barely fair, and it will count for a home run. And here is Rene Pinto. It's called for a strike. 1 RBI singled his first time up back in the 2nd. Aces now lead 3-0 here in the 4th.
Now batting, the left
It's called
fielder,
first strike.
Vukovic.
Vukovic struck out his first time up, batting right. Oh, 2 in the dirt, ball 1. It's called first strike. That'll end the inning, but not before Alec Thomas hits a home run. 1 run, 1 hit, none left, excuse me. We have the bottom of the 4th. Comets now down 3-0. And Bucky Jr.'s looking at me going,
Leading off, the shortstop.
actually, I have a muzzle on Bucky Jr. right now. Yeah, he's not talking because I have him muzzled. So, Jordan Thomas, strike 1 for him. 8 runs in his last 9 games. Flew out his first time up, batting right. Next pitch. Let's go for a strike. One, 2 to count. Grahams this next pitch. That is fouled away. That's down the dirt, ball 2. Nobody on here in the 4th. 3-0 Reno here in the 4th. And that's ball 3, David Bodie on deck. That's fouled away. Next pitch.
Thank you, mate.
Ball 4. First walk for Reno tonight.
Now batting, the third baseman, David Bodie.
Now bring up David Bodie. He's grounded out his first time up. Bucky Jr.'s 2 hype runs something. I don't know what that is, as that's ball 1.
That's a
Down low, ball 2. High other person watching. Diver CH4, how are you doing? I'm sorry for the late reply because I was muted during the Guardians Red game. To let the announcers commentate, as that is caught by the left fielder, will make the catch. 1 away here in the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Ward.
Now bring up Ryan Ward. Struck out his first time up. Next week, the Comets are heading to Albuquerque to take on the Albuquerque Isotopes, AAA club of the Colorado Rockies, who's had a dismal season in real life. That's called first strike. I don't know if I will be doing the postseason or not, as here's a fly ball to left field. And caught for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Aaron Bracho.
That's Aaron Bracho popped up. Switch hitter batting left now. That's ball one. Hope everybody is enjoying Money in the Bank tonight. Of course, my Money in the Bank didn't happen because, well, Twitch was being an idiot sandwich. Runner back in safely at first. That's the first disengagement for the Aces tonight. That's down low for a strike. We'll have some special editions for MLB's Game of the Week on my birthday. In particular, on the Monday, because that afternoon we're going to have the All-Star Home Run Derby leading up to the All-Star Game, which we will bring it to you right here on the Blue Hedgehog TV. From Truist Park, home of the Atlanta Braves. With first pitch happening after the Home Run Derby, as that's called. Here's a fly ball to center field. Thomas under it, make the catch, and the Comets down in the inning. No runs, no hits, and a runner left. We go to the fifth. Rhea leads 3-0.
Leading it off, the right fielder, Christian Robinson.
Christian Robertson leading off the fifth inning. Comets trail 3-0. There's a ground ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. So Robertson's got a single, and I'll bring up Jesus Valdez. Over the first in time. It's ball one.
That's the ball.
And that is now a line drive to left field, and this ball is off the wall. That is going to score a run, unfortunately. It's an RBI double for Valdez.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Garrett.
And it's 4-0.
Gibson.
And that'll be it.
Now pitching, Michael Grove.
Michael Grove, the new pitcher for the Comets, who won last night. In fact, he's gotten 2 decisions in the same game. So River Ryan departs. That's a line drive to right field going foul. It's now 0-1. Flew out his first time out, grounded out his last time out. There's a line drive to center field. That's a base hit. That will score another run. It's an RBI single for Hampson, and it's 5-0 Reno.
Tommy Troy.
Now bring up the dangerous Tommy Troy. That is fouled away. 5-0 Comets trail the Reno Aces here in the 5th. That's strike 3.
Now batting.
One away in the 5th. Ildemaro Vargas is up. Blew on the first strikeout in the 3rd for Vargas.
One ball, one strike.
1-2 is the count. That's called for strike 3 for the second out of the 5th.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Ivan Melendez is up. Single on the second, strikeout in the 4th. Comets down by a score of 5-0 here in the 5th.
0-1.
Go to the count. Gross next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning, but not before the Reno Aces get 2 runs on 3 hits, and they leave a runner on base. We're halfway through tonight's game. It is the Reno Aces 5 and the Comets Zippo on the board.
leading off.
Armando Alvarez, who doubled his first time up. That's the only hit the Comets have had tonight. If the TV's too loud, I'm sorry. Found a way. Strike 1. I'm in a VC with some friends, but I decided to go deafen because I just don't want them to hear my commentary. So hope you all don't mind. The next pitch. Down low.
1-1.
Josh Winder warming up in the Aces bullpen. Graham's next pitch, swing and a miss, up high on the 2-seam fastball for strike 2. Inside ball 2. Popped up to the first baseman, will make the catch. One away in the 5th.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Biddison.
I'll bring up Nick Biddison. Blew out his first time up, batting right. Comets have not gotten a hit since the RBI double back in the 3rd. And they're not going to get a hit this time as there's 2 quick outs here in the 5th inning.
Now batting, the catcher,
Joe Hudson is up.
Hudson.
He flew out his first time up. Cardinals. Excuse me. Comets trailing 5-0. Swing and a miss on a changeup for strike 1.
1 strike.
2 for 3 with 3 RBIs last night for. That's a fly ball to right field. That's going to be caught now in the 5th. Comets down in order again. Cannot cut into this 5-0 lead. We head to the 6th. So the Aces will look to get something going.
The center fielder, Alec
Thomas up as we are now here in the 6th inning. Rose first pitch. That's ball one. Been a tough day for the Cardinals. Excuse me. It's been a tough day for the Comets. I've done that again. That's the second time I've done that so far in the stream. Ground ball. Thompson is under it. For the first. One away in the sixth. I used to root for the Cardinals, but not anymore. I'm now a Dodger fan. 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI single for Pinto. That was his last time up. But he struck out in the fourth, so it was single in the second, struck out in the fourth. First pitch for Grove. Ground ball. Ward is going to get it. He'll take it to the bag, and there's one of... Oh, that's foul. That looked like fair. But they called it foul. I don't understand that. That should have been the second out of the inning. On the replay, it looked like it was fair. And now that's a base hit. So that was an unlucky break for the Comets. A lucky break for the Aces. In my honest opinion, that was an out. I'll bring up AJ Vukovich. Ball one. That looked like an out. That was not a foul ball, but the umpires called it foul. I'm going to let you guys decipher that one. There's the second out, but that should have been the third out like that.
Now batting, right fielder
Christian Robertson. That's frustrating for the Comets as there's a fly ball. This is going to be trouble. And this ball is off the wall. Rounding third and scoring, it's 6-0 on a RBI double. An unlucky break for the Comets as that just really just gave the Aces another run. That was almost a home run. That should have been the third out. Instead, they gave Reno a lucky break. And now you saw the result of that. That's an RBI double for... Oh, Michael Grove is going to be fuming after this game tonight. And do I really blame him? Probably not. That's outside. That should have been the third out right there. Instead, they gave Reno a hit as that's fouled away for strike two. They gave Reno another chance, and Reno took advantage of it. And as a result, what should have been 5-0, and it just gets worse. Another base hit. Another run scores. It's now 7-0 on an RBI single for Valdez. If it just couldn't go wrong for the Comets, it just completely did, as that's outside ball one. The umpires just gave Reno, as that's called for a strike, just gave Reno a lucky break. That should have been the third out, and instead they just gave Reno life, and as a result, they just took advantage and scored 2 more runs like that. Swing and a miss. Finally the third out, but the damage has been done. 2 runs, 3 hits, and a runner left. Now the Comets are down 7-0 instead of 5-0. That is just frustrating for me as a commentator, why that was a foul ball when that ball was in play. But now the Comets really have got some work to do as we start the bottom of the 6th. First pitch. Here's a line drive to right field, but it's now caught.
Now batting, center fielder,
that's just frustrating. Frustrating for me calling this game, if you ask me. And now that's a base hit. Now can the Comets get something going here in the 6th?
Now batting, shortstop, Jordan Thompson.
Jordan Thompson is up. Flew out in the first, walked in the 4th. I'm called. before the first pitch. First pitch is ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Comets now down 7-0. Unlucky break. That's outside. Unlucky break for the Comets. Unlucky. The next pitch. Low, ball 3. David Bodie on deck. Rio. Called for a strike. One. That's a ground ball. That nice dive over the first, not in time. That's a base hit for Jordan Thompson. And now the Comets have something going here in the 6th. Look at the replay there. He went for the dive, tried to throw the first. It was too late. And he beat him. So in the words of Dodger Films, that's blazing speed. Oh, yeah, his foot was already on the bag. Not in time. And now the Comets are about to do some damage here in the 6th. Can David Bodie keep it going? Fouled away, strike one. It's outside. It's a fly ball to right field. And there's 2 away. So the Comets have got to get some runs here.
First baseman, Ryan Ward.
If Ryan Ward can get something going for the Comets. First pitch. High ball 1. One 0. Swing and a miss. Foul on a strike 1. Fouled away. Fly ball, left field, and they're not doing anything, and that's going to be a base hit. Whoa. That will score a run. It's an RBI double for Ryan Ward. The Comets on the board at 7-1. An intentional walk, and that means
the designated hitter, Armando Alvarez.
So that's strike 1. Alvarez can do some damage here. That's ball 2, or ball 1, excuse me. And that's a balk. Now bring in a run. And it's 7-2 Comets trail the Reno Aces.
2-1.
2-1. Ball got away. Throw not in time. It's a wild pitch and allows a run to score. And it's 7-3 Aces. There's a fly ball to right field. Robertson can't make the play. It's going to bounce off the wall. And it's 7-4 Reno. That's it for the starter. As the Comets have caught a lucky break.
Number 41, Bryce Jarvis.
I'll bring up Bryce Jarvis. That's another wild pitch. And they cannot find the ball. It's 7-5 Comet. Another wild pitch. I don't know where the catcher was going. Was he getting drunk or something? I don't know. As that's fouled away, 3-2 to count. As Bibinson is up, 7-5 here in the sixth. Another foul ball.
If you ask Logan, he would say he's exactly where he's supposed to be. He has the utmost confidence in himself. He worked.
Now batting, the catcher, Joe Hudson.
Joe Hudson. That was ball 4. Was that ball 4? Yeah, what? Or no, that's a base hit, sorry. So now the tying run is on. And that's called for a strike. Nope, that's a balk. That's another balk.
Go to third base. That's a balk.
That's another balk, and that will allow a run to score. It's 7-6. It's really gone downhill for the Aces here in the sixth.
2-2.
I don't know what on earth. That's strike 3. I don't know why he's throwing it to second. And what in the world is going on? That's a strikeout on a wild pitch. That will be a strikeout for Jarvis, but
The left fielder,
that was a wild pitch, and now Chris Salin's going to do some damage. Boy, this has gotten really ugly here in the sixth.
Ball inside.
That's high for ball 1. 0 for 2 with an RBI last night for Arlene. What once was 7-0 has turned 7-6. least we're having a lot of fireworks here. Swing and a miss, strike three, finally ends the inning, but the damage is done as the Comets score 6 runs. So it'll be 6 runs, 5 hits, 1 walk. There was 1 error and 1 left. And we go to the 7th with a 7-6 Reno lead. So one of those runs will definitely be unearned. As Edgardo Enriquez is ready to go here in the 7th. 7-10-1 for the Aces, 6-6-0 for the Comets. I'll be right back. I got to use the restroom.
Enriquez. Leading off, the designated hitter, Tommy Troy.
Zach Jackson, Luis Garcia warming up at the Comets bullpen as we are starting the 7th inning with a strike. Native Wolves here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Producer and engineer back at our 1340 studios here tonight is the YouTuber. Comets will hit the road after the series finale tomorrow. It'll be the same starters we had on Tuesday as we begin a 6-game set with the Albuquerque Isotopes. Then we will be home as Sean Art and I will be calling the Round Rock OKC games.
The third baseman, number 6, Ildemaro Vargas.
It's Ildemaro Vargas. That's strike one away in the 7th.
That's a ball.
That's ball 1.
Ball, outside. That's out the corner.
In real life, that's ball 3. Evan Longoria retired as a member of the Rays today, so that's very good, as that's caught for the 2nd out of the inning. I'll bring up Ivan Melendez. First pitch. Here's a bunt attempt. And he'll get the out. And the Aces down in order. It's time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma. It's 7-6. Bottom of the 7th inning. Down low, ball 1 for Josue De Paula. Flew on the 1st and the 3rd, single in the 5th.
2 balls, no strike. Ball 3.
That's ball 3. Jordan Thompson on deck. He will represent the tying run. That's called for a strike. That's way up high for ball 4. Second walk for this pitching staff. And that'll be it for Grape. That'll be it.
Shortstop, Jordan Thompson.
Jordan Thompson is up.
Now pitching for Reno.
Kendall Graveman, the new pitcher, as we are in the 7th inning. Line score for Rams: 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Jarvis, a run on a hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. So that will be throwing error. Pinto had an error, so that'll be his 3rd on the year. Final line for River Ryan: 5 runs, 6 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts. He could figure a no decision as well, as Engardo Enriquez retired all 3 batters he faced in the lineup. So it could be a no decision for low ball 1. So it could be a no decision for... That will be a wild pitch, and it goes into center field! That's the 2nd error for the Aces. It will be a wild pitch and a throwing error. Bounced off his glove. He picks it up, tries to throw it to second. It was going to be late. See, he throws to second, and it goes over his head. And it goes in, and that means a runner's 90 feet away from touching home plate. That will be an error. And that's his 4th of the season. Oh boy, what a big break for the Comets here in the 7th. A costly mistake by the Aces. Swing and a miss, strike 1. I don't know what Reno was thinking there. That's high, ball 3. David Bodie on deck. And that's ball 4. They finally found the ball. Good night, Charlie Brown. First pitch for Bodie is wide. That's a balk, and that will tie the game just like that. DePaula will score, and we're deadlocked at 7. The Reno Aces had a 7-run lead, and it is gone. As here's a blooper to left field. Now the Comets have taken the lead as a result. It's an RBI single for Bodie, and Oklahoma City, just like that, has taken the lead. That costly error by the Aces come back to haunt them. And that is how you capitalize. Oh my God. And that's safe. It's just gone downhill for the Aces. That's a single right there. Or no, it bounced off the glove. Holy cow. What is going on with Reno tonight? That error came back to haunt them. And once a 7-0 Reno lead in the 7 or 6 turned 8 or 7-6, and now it's 8-7 Comets, and now they got nobody out. It has just gone downhill for the Aces. Oh my goodness me. Well, the Comets really needed something going. Just like that, they have taken advantage as that's fouled away. And that means the starter for the Comets will not figure in a decision tonight. So we can agree that will be a no decision.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Armando Alvarez.
Yes, that was another wild pitch. Good grief. Wow, bounced off the glove of the pitcher or the catcher. Wow, that's something you don't see. That's another wild pitch, and now they got runners at second and third. I was busy paying attention, getting my picks for wrestling, and oh my word. At least this time I finally got my picks in. Hooray. So that's called for strike 3. And there's 2 away here in the 7th, just past the stretch.
The right fielder, number 6, Nick Vittison.
Ball. 1-0.
That's fouled away. 8-7 Comets here in the 7th. It's 2-1 the count. Comets lead 8-7 here in the 7th inning, just past the stretch. That's ball 3. Joe Hudson on deck. Reno not having the momentum that they're having here. That's fouled away. That's outside for ball 4. Now that loads the bases for Bivens.
Catcher Joe Hudson.
Joe Hudson up here in the 7th. Comets lead 8-7, trying to do some more damage to Reno. That's high. Add to the runs they've already scored. That is called for a strike. That's called for a strike. 1-2 the count. High ball 2. Have to be careful not to get another balk. That will later score a run.
3-2.
That's 3-2. Chris Arlene on deck. And that is ball 4 to bring in another run. It's 9-7. The meltdown continues to go bad for Reno.
The left fielder, Chris Ali.
Will that be an RBI for Joe Hudson? Survey says it will. And River Ryan will figure a no decision tonight. So and that's a fly ball to left field. This could be trouble. It is trouble. That's over the wall. That will score another pair of runs. It's a 2 RBI double. It's 11-7. It's really gotten out of hand in these last 2 innings. Now Josue De Paula is up. The Comets have really turned it up here they were once down 7-0. Now they're up 11-7. They have scored 11 unanswered runs here in this later half. High ball 1. Goodness me. It's fouled away. That's strike 3 to finally end the inning. But the damage has been done. 5 runs for the Comets. They've really stretched this lead out. So it'll be 5 runs, 3 hits, 4 walks. There was 1 error. And 2 runners left on base. We go to the 8th. It is 11-7.
Cody
Thunderbug. His stats between Tacoma and OKC. Alec Thomas is up. Comets only have 9 hits.
The center fielder, Alec Thomas.
As Alec Thomas is up. Check swing. Yep, he did go around for strike one. The Comets win this game. I don't know who will be the winning pitcher. Swinging a miss, strike two. I know neither starters will figure a no decision tonight. Fouled away. We haven't seen Cody Funderbuck last pitched at this ballpark when he was with the Rainiers. Be weird for him going back to Tacoma for the first time as a member of the Comets. Swinging a miss, strike three. First strikeout for Funderbuck as he's had a great time with Oklahoma City. Ever since making his team debut, that's popped up. Ward calls everybody off, will make the catch, and there's two quick outs. I'll bring up A.J. Vukovic. And the Comets get a 1-2-3 inning. Survey says no. Well, it's fouled away. Now there's a difference between a foul ball and a fair ball. So that was not a single, or that's the same thing we had happen earlier in this game, as that's called for a ball. 11,289 here at this ballpark on this Saturday night. 11,289. That's called for a strike. Funderbuck's next pitch. Called for strike three, and unlike last time, Comets get to put Reno down in order. We go to the bottom of the eighth, 11-7. Somebody's going to mention a 7-Eleven phrase.
Number 28, Mitchell Stumpo. Leading off, the shortstop, Jordan Thompson.
Michael Kopech can go sit back down. And have Luis Garcia can also go sit back down. I will have Zach Jackson warming up in the Comets bullpen. Jordan Thomas 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch. Ground ball to right field. That will be a base hit. That's the 10th hit for the Comets tonight.
Now batting, third baseman,
David Bodie. 1 for 4.
Ball. One ball, no strike.
RBI single in the 7th. Really struggled at the plate. He had 2 flyouts, was 0 for 3, had an RBI single in the 7th. Whoa, there goes the bat.
One ball, one strike.
Swing and a miss. There goes the bat. Thankfully, nobody is hurt. That will be for 2. The second for 1. Throw to first, not in time. They get the force, however, at second, as now Ryan Ward is up with RBIs in the 6th and the 7th. And here's a fly ball to center field. Alec Thomas going back. It's not going to get there, and that's going to bounce off the top of the wall. Rounding second. Ward is in there safely, and we got 2 hits already. That's the 12th double for Ryan Ward. Now brings up Aaron Broncho. Stumpo's really struggling. First pitch for Broncho. Oh, he should have not swung at that. Strike 1.
One strike.
That's a pop-up. No tag applied, and that'll be the second out. As here's Armando Alvarez. First pitch. Swinging a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Zach Jackson will go in the 9th. Even though it's a 4-run lead, he would like to close it out. 0-2 the count. Brewster Grotterol will not be warming up. So Zach Jackson will come in to finish this game up. Throw not in time. It's a wild strike 3 and another run to score. It's 12-7 Comets. As the wild pitch, Comets saw an opportunity to take the lead. The throw to home plate was not in time. And the disaster inning for the Aces is going to continue. And now Nick Bibbenson is up.
No ball. 1 strike.
1 for 3 with a single. Will that be an unearned run? It looks like that is an earned run for Stumpo. And the meltdown in the later stages for the Aces continue. There's a fly ball to right field, but that will be caught. And that will end the 8th inning, excuse me. But the damage is done again for the Comets, as the Comets just continue to extend this lead. 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 left. We go to the 9th. 12-7 now.
Now pitching.
Zach Jackson. They'll look to finish this up here in the 9th. First pitch is called for a strike. What a wild game here tonight. Fouled away. After this game is over, we'll bring you your Comets post-game report. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First out of the 9th. Reno has not scored ever since that meltdown in the 6th inning. That's a base hit, so that's the first hit since the 5th.
The batter, number 8.
The improbable miracle has happened. First pitch, called for a strike. 1 for 4 with an RBI single. That's a ground ball. Jackson takes it to first, not in time. That's 2 hits for the Aces. They have now out-hit the Comets 12-11, but it's 12-7 in the run department. So that's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
That's called for strike 3. Now the Aces down to their final out here in the 9th.
Now batting, third baseman, Ilzamaro Vargas.
Jackson's next pitch is fouled away. Next pitch. That's called for a strike. Aces now down to their final strike here tonight. Next pitch. Inside ball 1. Next pitch. Down low ball 2. Hearing a dog in the background, I do apologize. There's a fly ball. That should do it. Now we'll end the game. Comets win it 12-7 over the Aces. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left for the Aces. As the Comets overcome a 7-run difference. Reno had a meltdown like that. 12-11 0 for the Comets, 7-12-2 for the Aces. Comets will win the series regardless of tomorrow's outcome. And Edgardo Enriquez will get his second win. He's 2-0. Kendall Graveman took the loss after a disaster of a sixth inning he had. If you're looking at the highlights of this game, I'll need to remember not to forget about the game of the week from earlier in the stream, which I know I won't. And then I'll be off to watch Money in the Bank, but stay muted so I'm not causing a distraction. So, yeah. And, of course, Greenman pitched no innings, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. And like I said, Edgardo Enriquez retired all 3 batters he faced to get the win, so good for him. Now let's take a look at the rest of the PCL and the International League as we get set to discuss about our series finale. It'll be Gilbert Diaz, Bobby Miller. Those will be your pitchers for the Comets and for the Aces. We'll deal with Cody Hosey's out with an injury. Boy. It looks like it's 6 months, so it looks like Cody Hosey's season is going to come to an end. Taylor Young has been called up to Tulsa, so Cody Hosey's season is unfortunately done. Wish him the best of luck in his speedy recovery. Here's the rest of your International and the PCL scoreboard. We're going to start with the International League as usual. Charlotte shut out Lehigh Valley 1-0. Winning pitcher was Jake Eater. He's 3-1. James Karnacek, his 17th save. The loss went to Angel Rangel. He's 4-3. RBI double for Tristan Gray, the only run scored in the contest for the Knights in the game. Rochester beat Worcester 5-1. Winning pitcher was Cole Henry. He's 3-6. The loss went to Shane Doran. He's 0-3. There was no save. Andreas Chaparro had a home run for the Red Wings. Caden Wallace, Drew Milas, and Jose Tena had RBIs for the Red Wings. Cody Rozier had an RBI for the Red Sox in the loss. Syracuse beat Buffalo 4-1. Winning pitcher was Brandon Sproat. He's 5-2. Reed Garrett's 25th save as he leads everybody in the save department. Angel Bastero, the loss, he's 0-2. RBI for Adrian Pinto for the Bison. Brian Clifford had a solo shot for the Mets. Brett Beatty, Rafael Ortega, and Jose Azocar also had RBIs for the Mets. Iowa shut out Memphis 5-0. Winning pitcher was Jordan Wicks. He's 4-4. The loss to Connor Jerpy. He's 1-2. Only runs scored in the contest for the I-Cubs. Alexander Canero had a solo shot for the I-Cubs. Hayden Cantrelli, B.J. Murray Jr., Matt Shaw also had the RBIs for Iowa, the only runs scored. Toledo shut out Columbus Clippers 1-0. Keter Montero got the win, improves to 4-3. Brendan Hennefe's third save. Shade Ciccarone got the loss. He falls to 5-5. Only run scored was Jamari Jones's RBI double for the Mud Hens in the contest. Omaha beat Indianapolis 3-1. Winning pitcher was Jonathan Bowen. He's 5-3. James MacArthur's 16th save. Mike Jarvis took the loss. He falls to 6-5. Or Bubba Chandler took the loss, rather. Mike Jarvis got the only RBI for Indianapolis. I don't know how I messed that up, but that's all right. Nick Pratto had an RBI. RBI triples for Gavin Cross and MJ Melendez, and also Nick Pratto had the RBI to lead the Storm Chasers to the victory. Norfolk beat Louisville 3-1. Thad Ward got the win in Brewers of 5-2. Sir Anthony Dominguez's 11th save. The loss to Chase Burns, he's 1-1. The runs in the contest, Jackson Holliday had 2 RBIs, along with Creed Williams, only RBI for the Tide. Will Benson had the only RBI in the contest for Louisville. Jacksonville beat Durham 9-1. Winning pitcher Justin King, he's 4-0. He lost to Cole Sullerster, he's 1-2. RBI double for Taylor Walls for the Bulls. Matt Mervis had a 3-run homer for the Jumbo Shrimp. Brian Navarrito had 2 RBIs. Victor Mesa Jr. had RBIs. Javier Sanjona and Jack Winkler also had RBIs for Jacksonville in the contest. Nashville beat the crap out of Gwinnett 12-0. Oh my. Winning pitcher for the Sounds was Jacob Mizorowski. He is 3-5. Vinny Natoli's first save. The loss to A.J. Smith-Shover, he is 3-3. Only runs in the game for the Sounds. Luis Lara had a home run. Jake Bowers had two home runs and 5 RBIs. Xavier Warren, Caleb Durbin, Manuel Margot also had the RBIs for the Sounds in the victory. Finally, St. Paul beat Wilkes-Barre Scranton 2-1. Winning pitcher was Randy Domnak. He's 5-6. Michael Tompkins, 17th save. The loss to Clayton Beecher. He's 3-4. Yorbit Vivas had an RBI for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Luke Kessikal had 2 RBI double for the Saints in the win. Now to the PCL scoreboard, the ones we're looking at. Sugar Land beat Sacramento 4-3. Winning pitcher for the Space Cowboys was Miguel Castro. He's 1-2, his first win. The loss to Spencer Vivens 2-7. Miguel Diaz has his first blown save. Max Strassi had a 3-run homer for the Reefer Kids. Kennedy Corona, Taylor Tremmel, Bryce Matthews, Sean McLean had RBIs for the Space Cowboys. They won it in 10 innings. Salt Lake beat Round Rock 6-4. Winning pitcher for the Bees was Victor Medeiros. He's 3-3. Victor Gonzalez's 10th save. Caleb Boshley, his first loss, he's 1-0-1. Nick Ahmed, Alan Trejo, and Dustin Harris had RBIs for the E-Train. David Calabrese, Anthony Marine, Zach Humphreys had RBIs for the Bees in the contest. Las Vegas defeats Tacoma 5-3. Ken Waldachuk gets his second win. He's 2-1. Luis Medina's 5th save. The loss to Emerson Hancock, his first loss. He's 0-1. Drew Avens, Tyler Soderstrom had 2-run homers apiece for the Overalls. The younger Max Muncy, not the one that's in the Los Angeles Dodgers, had an RBI for the Aviators. Elson Quinn Rhodes and Ben Williamson had RBIs for the Rainiers. Albuquerque shut out El Paso 6-0 going into a key series next week. Winning pitcher Jack O'Loughlin, he's 6-4. The loss to Jackson Wolf, he's 2-7 as he had a really rough day. Only run scored in the contest for the Isotopes. Charlie Condon, Sean Bouchard had home runs for the Isotopes. Keston Hiera and Warming Bernabel had RBIs as well for Albuquerque in the victory. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers destroyed the St. Louis Cardinals 17-0. Holy cow. Roki Sasaki got the win, improves to 6-4. Quinn Matthews, the loss, he's 0-2. Good night. Matthews, 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. A lot of runs for the Dodgers in this contest. Holy cow. That's a nurse's office for David Heller. Shohei Ohtani, 3-run homer for the Dodgers. Andy Pages had a 2-run homer for the Dodgers. Will Smith hit a grand slam. Max Muncy had a solo shot for the Dodgers. So Ohtani, Muncy, Will Smith, Paz all had home runs. James Outman had an RBI. Tommy Edman, facing his former team, 3 RBIs for the Dodgers. Chris Taylor got 3 RBIs for the Dodgers in the contest. Sasaki gave up 6 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, as he pitched 7 scoreless innings to go to 6-4. Dodgers will take the series against the Cardinals, even though in real life they lose the series. They'll take on the Cardinals tomorrow with Shohei Ohtani on the mound for the Dodgers, Andre Palante for the Cardinals in the contest. We're on the Dodgers minor league system, Double-A Tulsa. No matter what, they'll win this series against Amarillo. But they lost at home 3-2. Thiago Varela got his first win. He's 1-1. Ben Harris, his first loss. He's 3-1. Lays Alexander, Drake Osborne had home runs for Amarillo. Gino Groover had an RBI for Amarillo. Clay Bacchus got his 13th save. Avery Short, 1 run, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Does not figure in a decision. Cody Hosey left the game for the Drillers as he got 1 hit, 1 walk. Joe Endry Vargas was a pinch runner. Miles Mastrobone, Ryan Velalde had RBIs for the Drillers, but Jack Dreyer got his 3rd blown save. Ferris pitched well, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Will not figure in didn't figure in a decision. Harris went an inning and a third, 1 run, 3 hits, no walks, and a strikeout, as he will take his first loss of the year. Drillers will wrap up their series against Amarillo before they head to Springfield to take on the Cardinals. We have our series finale tomorrow. It will be a 2:05 Central Time start. Yimmer Diaz looking to bounce back after a rough outing on Tuesday. He will pitch for the Aces, 2-2 record, a 4.7 earned run average. Bobby Miller will pitch for the for the Comets rather, as he went 5 innings, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts on Tuesday, but he didn't figure in a decision, so he's 2-2 with a 3.10 earned run average. 2:05 first pitch. The gates will open at 1 o'clock. Tickets are available. Call 405-218-2150 or visit OKCComets.com or stop by the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark box office located on South Mickey Mantle Drive. It'll be open tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Live coverage will begin at 1:50 p.m. with Comets on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com. We're on the iHeartRadio app, also on the Bally Sports Live app, and we'll be on the CW app tomorrow. Recapping a long day of baseball on this stream. First of all, in Cleveland, Ohio, it was the Cincinnati Reds winning over the Cleveland Guardians 5-2. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Reds. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Guardians. Hunter Green got the win. Tanner Bibby the loss. The save to Sam Moll. With the win, the Reds are 1-0 in the MLB Game of the Week. The Guardians suffer their first loss. They are 1-1. And then in Game 2, it was the Comets winning 12-7 over the Reno Aces. 12 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Comets. 7 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors for the Aces. Winning pitcher was Edgardo Enriquez. He's 2-0. The loss to Kendall Graveman, he's 1-5. There was no save. Comets have won the series. They improved they are at 40 wins at 40-22. The Aces fall to 28-34. For our producer and engineer, the YouTuber back in our 1340 studios, I am Dean Duval saying good afternoon from Cleveland, Ohio, and good night from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Thanks, as always, for joining us. We appreciate your listenership and your support. We're back to an inning game tomorrow. Our first pitch tomorrow will be at 4:30. Until then, good afternoon, good night from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. We'll talk to you tomorrow. You've been listening to OKC Comets Baseball, presented by H&H Shooting Sports.